This will feature USA against Japan, as the teams from those two countries make their way down through the stands here in the equestrian arena, which has been turned into an archery field for the purposes of the finals. And there you see the team from Japan, followed by the team from USA. Japan will be on target 1, USA will be on target 2. As they're greeted by the fans here in Las Vegas. And for Team USA, taking on the team from Japan, we'll have the introduction of the archers in just a moment. Japan defeating the Ukrainian team 226 to 224 in the quarterfinals, and then holding off Russia to win by 2 to get to this gold medal match. With Miki Kani, Itsu Nagaoka, and Mai Okubo shooting for Japan. And for the United States, Brandy Deloche, Miranda Leak, and Jennifer Nichols. These three young ladies got to this point by getting the best of Team Turkey 232 to 224, and then they won the tiebreaker with Italy. So they've been tested a little bit already, Crispin. Of course, it's a test for anybody who reaches this point.
For anybody to reach the gold medal match here at the World Championships, it definitely is a tough task. But the team from the United States has been practicing really hard. They've got a really good squad of support staff, of equipment people, tuning people, nutritionists, physiotherapists, massage therapists. They've got it all. So for them to make it here is kind of not a big surprise.
In fact, we'll be seeing several squads from the United States here today. The U.S. and Russia well represented in the finals here at the World Archery Indoor Championships, and there's a great start for Team USA.
Nice strong shot, Brandy. You got it.
That was Miranda Leak.
18 years old. An up-and-comer in this sport. So, she sets the stage.
Good shot, Brandy. Good shot.
Brandy Deloche with a 9, just a little bit low, and coming up now is veteran Jenny Nichols.
She's currently ranked 26th in the world. Was ranked as high as 4th back in 2007.
Nice shot.
That's unfortunately just a little bit out. You can see on the TV screen that there was about a millimeter between her arrow and the 9 ring. So 27 points for the first 3 arrows for Team USA.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice. 10 points for Team Japan. Now, as you can see, Team Japan has shot the middle target first of the left strip of 3 targets. It doesn't matter what order you shoot the targets in. It just matters that there is 1 arrow per target.
Miki Kani had a 10 on that first shot. Now a 9 for Japan. Okubo with a 9.
Finish is strong. Trust our shots. Just take care of our process.
And if Nagaoka comes up with an 8, we're tied at 27. And she does.
There it does. So first 3 arrows kind of didn't count, but
we're back where we started.
Exactly.
So tied at 27 here in the first end of the women's recurve team gold medal match in Las Vegas. And Miranda Leak, who won a gold medal with Brady Ellison in Ogden, Utah at stage 3 last summer, comes up with a 9.
Nice strong shot, Brandy. You got this.
"27-year-old Brandy Deloche."
Haven't seen her on the international circuit.
Nice shot. Good job,
there it
Brandy.
is. She's holding it down for her team.
Really her first chance to win a medal at this level.
I know, first World Championships, and coming home with a medal is a pretty good feat.
If you bring gold home from Las Vegas, you've done well, my friend.
Exactly.
There you go.
And Nichols with a 9.
It's barely out at 2 o'clock. That's good.
Still, again,
Just give
still
it a couple
just
more
barely
years.
out for Jenny Nichols.
Okay, that's good.
Just dialing her sight in and getting it a little bit more accurate.
So Miki Kani, who was 17th back in 2010, just 24 years old. And she's just outside the 10 ring, scores a 9.
That's kind of told him anything is a 10. That's okay.
Mayo
That's a good
Kubo
start. That's a good start.
with her second shot of this first end. And it's a 9.
Japan needs to come up with a 10 here just to tie it up.
So it's up to Nagaoka to keep pace and tie this first end at 57. But she comes up short, shoots a 9. So the United States gets off to a 1-point lead after the first end.
This is awesome. It's what you live for. Look at this. We're in Vegas.
Good crowd on hand here in Las Vegas at the South
we got
Point
moves like
Hotel and
that here.
Casino. A crowd which I'm sure will grow throughout the day here as we go through the team competition.
You see a lot of American spectators coming out to support the American team.
It is one of the few times that this sport at this level comes to the United States. We'll be in Ogden, Utah again coming up this June on the World Cup Archery circuit, which starts in April in Shanghai, continues on to Turkey, Antalya in May, and then Ogden, Utah. But not a lot of opportunities for the Americans to come out and watch this sport. So they're taking advantage of it here in Las Vegas. As you see the scores there, 54 out of a possible 60 for the Japanese team here in the gold medal match in the women's recurve. But Japan very much in it, only down by 1 point. If you're just joining us, Italy defeated Russia for the bronze medal by 2 points just moments ago.
Looks like scores are being confirmed. I saw the judge come out and take a look at a couple of arrows on the American target. I think they might have been Jenny Nichols arrows, two pink fletched arrows on the bottom targets, but it looks like that the judge looked at them and was pretty sure of what he saw, and it was confirmed really quickly. And it looks like Team Japan will be shooting first on target number 1.
Good look at Coach Lee for the United States.
No, that's actually Mel Nichols.
You're right.
But Mel Nichols is a really good, I would say coach. He's a really good equipment guy. He knows his technical stuff on tuning bows. And I heard him earlier saying that his team does have moves like Jagger. So he's a really good support staff all around, and he's a really great guy to know.
All right.
But yep, U.S. has taken a 1-point lead over Japan officially. Going into the next end, Japan will be shooting first on target number 1.
And it will be Miki Kami, who's 24 years old, was on the Japanese women's team that won the Asian Championship back in 2009. Kani, Nagaoka, and Okubo, the 3 archers from Japan trying to win a gold medal here in Las Vegas in the women's recurve team competition. And a left-handed shooter.
Which is kind of rare in the Asian countries because mostly they train their archers to be right-handed, but Japan has started to break out and produce left-handed shooters.
Okay.
And she's a little bit left-right there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 8s really don't help, especially in a gold medal match, but I mean, Team USA is a very, very strong team, and they'll take advantage of that whenever they can.
Mayo Kubo seeking her first medal on the international stage.
Another 8. It's really unfortunate for Team Japan, but it's really funny. I've never seen the Japanese archers get mad at themselves for shooting 8s. They're always a happy bunch. So that's a really good spirit to keep.
Nagaoka picking them up there with a 10.
Now Miranda Leak on the line for Team USA.
Miranda, one of the best up-and-coming archers in the U.S. Got her first Olympic experience at the inaugural Youth Recurve World Cup silver medal with teammates Jennifer Nichols and Katuna Lorig. Good shot right there.
Nice strong shot, Brandon. You got this.
You can hear the coach in the background encouraging Brandy DeLoach. Very deliberate.
Nice shot right there. Good shot.
She's coming through under the pressure in the bright spotlights.
It's good to see up-and-coming archers perform at this level and really take it down and perform alongside veterans like Jenny Nichols on the screen here.
Right, trusted, nice. Nice shot.
There it is.
There's
Jenny's
experience.
Good shot.
her first 10 of the match.
Brandy, all 3 of your shots
Now
on that right
that
in.
now
Get at
that
least one
she's
clip.
dialed in, you
There
can
you go.
pretty much guarantee that she's going to be shooting 10s from here on in.
So Team USA goes up by 3 points in this end
Nice shot.
after leading by 1 after the first end. They've started to put some distance between themselves and the Japanese squad, but a 9 for Connie. And now a Kubo with her second shot of this second end. And that's a 9 as well.
Team Japan is really going to have to start shooting more 10s here just to keep up with the U.S. Unfortunately, might not be enough right now just to shoot all 9s.
Mitsu Nagaoka.
Nice shot, nice shot.
So 3 straight 9s to finish off the second end.
If the United States team can put 3 10s down there, that'll give them a 59 and another 6 points on top of Team Japan just for this end alone.
Nice shot right there.
There's the first 10.
Good job.
Great shot by Miranda Leake, who was introduced to archery at the
Strong
age
shot.
of
You got this,
5.
Brandy.
She's been shooting a long time. Young lady, but she's experienced. As is Brandy DeLoach, who's been coming through.
There you go.
That's
right
another
in there.
10 for
Great
Brandy.
shot.
She's really putting it down. She's
Nice
got 1
strong shot,
9
just
for
like
all
the
of her
last one. Press
shots.
it.
So out of 4 shots, to have 3 of them as 10s and the last one as a 9 is a really good showing for this newcomer.
You expect it from somebody like Jennifer Nichols, but to see it from a Brandy DeLoach coming through. Some people rise to the occasion
Good shot.
in these
Good
types
shot.
of
Good
situations.
shot.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
Brandy DeLoach is doing that right now. So despite the fact that Jennifer Nichols scores an 8, that's a good end for the U.S.
You know how much
squad.
fun we were gonna
It's
have out
a
here, didn't you?
57 out of a possible 60,
Hey.
which is still a really good score. A
can still
59
run
would have
with
been
that.
really, really nice, but you know, you got to take what you
Little
shoot.
brownie with the M&M
So the 57 still gives
See,
them
there we
another
go.
extra 4 points on top of
Look,
Team Japan
You got it.
to give them a
Oh, that
total
was great.
of, let's see here,
Thank you.
5-point lead.
Yeah, it
So
was 57-53 in that second end, and now they lead 112 to 107 overall. So the lead is up to 5
Yeah.
with only
Whoever's-
2 ends left to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So a lot of work for the Japanese team.
a lot of work, still
get
not
done.
impossible if they can shoot
Oh.
many more 10s. That
Oh.
would really help their cause. But
So you're saying like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, you're saying there's a chance.
There is a
I thought
chance.
they walked around.
but they got to put it down. And they have to start shooting more 10s.
Oh, okay.
That's my little aside from.
It's got to be 10s from here on out.
It basically does. Team US already can shoot a lot of 10s, and they've proven it. Still a little bobble in their scores with a few 8s, but I mean, if you're balancing that out with twice as many 10s, then I don't think
Trust me,
it's
when
going to
you
be
feed off it,
that bad of a
it's
score.
harder to get that. That's
But
why we're
definitely
number one
Japan has to shoot more 10s.
USA has #1 ranked team in the world for reasons. So World Cup, for everything. Once people like you get a hold of us, look at this. Look at what you're doing. You're just feeding off
Once
it.
again, in the bronze medal match just moments ago, Italy
That's
defeated the
what
Russian
everyone does.
squad
That's
by
why
2
you have a lot more
points.
fun, too.
And now we're in the women's recurve team
much
gold
more
medal
positive.
match here in Las Vegas. USA against Japan. USA jumping out to a 1-point lead after
this
the
is fun.
first end. And again, just to explain for those of you who might be watching for the first time, baseball has innings,
Okay, here we
football,
go.
basketball has
Let's go get
quarters, and here in archery we have ends.
We have ends for the team round. There's going to be 6 arrows shot per end. That's 2 arrows per archer. It's going to be done in a 2-minute time limit, so 2 minutes starting now. And 1 arrow per target that is up there on the buttress. So as long as there's only 1 arrow per target, then you don't get any deductions of arrows. That's
Great
10
start.
from Japan. A total of 60 points can be achieved on each end for a total, a cumulative total of 240 points.
Okibo for her first
Okay,
shot.
okay,
And
okay.
she's- Yes, another 10.
Strong shot, man. We're gonna start it off with
Very,
that.
very good shooting from Team Japan now.
We're gonna start
Starting to
strong.
settle in, get a little bit more comfortable. And now another left-hander. Nagaoka.
10-10.
There you go, get him,
Okay,
bro.
That is exactly what they needed. If they can keep this up, then we've got a really tight match and starting to put a little bit of pressure on Team US. See what happens here with Miranda Leake.
So they've thrown down the gauntlet just a little bit. And Team USA trying to respond. Miranda Leake. who won her first World Cup gold medal in Ogden last year, comes up with a 10.
Yep.
Look at the focus and the concentration on the face of Brandy
There
DeLoach,
you
and it
go.
pays off. Looks like
Another
it's
10.
another 10 on the line.
U.S. is responding appropriately to Japan's 3 10s. See if Jenny Nichols can put down another 10.
Yep.
Draws back the bowstring. Lines it up through the sight.
There you go.
And
Good
comes
shot.
up with a 9.
Nine.
Right underneath it.
Just
That was a great
low.
shot right there.
Still have enough of a point buffer.
Made a little bit of an adjustment from her last shot in that
Mhm.
last
Still-
end.
Still, she doesn't look as solid as I've seen her before. I know that she can shoot a lot of 10s when needed, but right now something's going on where it's just not happening. But I mean, right now a 4-point buffer is still good enough. That's on the line. We can't
Boy,
tell
close.
from here, so that should be a 9 asterisk appearing on the screen, but it's very close and probably will need a judge.
I'm sure they'll be looking at that one very closely when this third end is over, and there's another one very close to the
Another
line.
9 or 10. Again, if these women were shooting fatter arrows, then they'd be touching the line, which would give them the higher score. But they've chosen to shoot the long-range X10 arrow, and doesn't have line-busting capabilities, but it's a very accurate arrow.
Okay, lead us off strong right
That's
now.
a 7
You
or
had a great
8.
shot, Miranda. Great shot.
So Team Japan has almost nullified the first 3 10s that they started this end off with.
Well, they've dug the hole even deeper right now.
Mhm.
And the Americans well aware of that. They know they can basically
Nice
put
shot
this
right
away.
there.
And
Good
Miranda
job, bro.
Leak seems intent upon doing that.
Well, in
Brandon,
this
just stay strong. You
situation,
got
if
this
your
great shot here.
competitors give you kind of
Nice
an
strong
open door,
shot.
you really want to put your foot through that door and get right through it. You don't want to just, make it a revolving door where you give it right back to them. So
There we go, right there.
another 10. Again, Brandy
Just like
DeLoach has
that.
only
Strong
dropped
shot, Jamie.
1 9 out of all of her arrows. I think
Nice
that's
and smooth.
She's been impressive
Plus this great
today.
shot right
6
here.
arrows. Out of 6 arrows, she's shot 59 points.
Good
And
shot.
Jennifer Nichols a little bit high and left that time.
8 or 9, too close to call. Scorers are calling it an 8. And I don't know what's going on with her. I think it might be an equipment thing, or she just might not be trusting herself as much as she usually does. But definitely right now, I know she can shoot more 10s than this, and I'm really hoping we're going to see that more. But it's definitely something she's going to have to start pulling out of her bucket. Is just get those arrows back into the gold, or get more 10s, or but
Well,
either way, Team USA is still in the lead with a 7-point lead unofficially right now. See what happens
169 points out of a possible 180. And there they discussed the situation right there. Fortunately today, Miranda Leak and Brandy DeLoach have come up very, very strong. The American squad trying to win the women's recurve team gold medal. And Japan trying to finish up strong.
And if we
Okay.
had a view of the target, we could see, there we go, that they're trying to confirm how close arrows are. We can see a judge taking a closer look at the arrows on some of Team Japan's arrows, probably pulling out a magnifying glass and looking at how close an arrow is to a line. Is it close, or is it in? Is it not in? What are they doing? And there's the magnifying glass. Great up close shot. And now he's calling it, and he's saying, that arrow is this. And this could be the deciding factor between whether a team wins or loses.
Come on, if they didn't give us ours, they better not give us
Because
ours.
you never know. There's still one more end left to go. There are still arrows to be shot. And so the judges being very meticulous about this as they look at these targets.
Looks like he had more than one arrow to score here. It looks like the whole right strip of the 3 spot had to be called. So
And then we're going for ice cream and brownies, big old brownies.
did I
Ice
just
cream
hear him
and
say,
brownies,
"You're going
yes.
for ice cream and
If you
brownies?"
finish this off, you'll get ice cream and brownies. How's that for incentive?
That's an awesome incentive. Not only will you have a gold medal around your neck, you're going to be chowing down on some good tasting
Throw a
stuff.
little fun in there too.
So still unofficially a 7-point lead for Team USA going into the final end. Unfortunately for Team Japan, that's a really big buffer, really hard to make up. But we're going to see what happens. Again, anything goes, and it's not over until the last arrow has been shot and scored. So I won't say anything is definitive yet, but Team USA, 7-point unofficial lead over Team Japan.
Okay, they're leading off here. We're going to start us off strong here.
Team Japan going to be shooting first on target number 1.
We have shot 3 of the first 4 ends. Now down to the stretch in the 4th end here. 6 more arrows for both of these teams. And it is a 7-arrow lead for the United States. As Connie.
That's calling a 10-9 liner, but it's definitely a 9. I can see that from our teleprompter here.
They'll have to examine that very closely too.
I kind of doubt it. I think it looks about 2 millimeters outside.
Okubo.
That's a dead center 10. I think she took out the X ring, or the little X marker that's
Got
used.
the spider?
The spider, that's what we call it. But it's also used for the judges in measuring arrows closest to center or in
shoot-offs.
In shoot-offs in the event of tiebreak.
And I imagine we might see that here today at some point.
I'm hoping. It's a very exciting thing to do. That was another 10 from Team Japan. A tiebreak for the team would constitute each archer shooting 1 arrow at a horizontal 3 spot instead of these vertical 3 spots. And the higher score wins, but if the score is still tied, then the archer with the closest arrow to the center will win it for their team. That's another 10 for Team USA.
Great start to this 4th end for Miranda Leak, 18 years old.
Not letting up to the lead that they have over Team Japan. 9
Randy
points.
Deloach continuing her strong performance.
Second 9 shot from Deloach, so it's still not a bad place to be.
And now Jennifer Nichols.
Nine points. Again, got to see more 10s, but still holding it together for the team.
Of course, the Americans have won the last 3 encounters between these teams, the last one being back in 2010. They're trying to make it 4 in a row, and Japan trying to salvage a little bit of pride right now.
10 points for Team Japan. Only dropping 1-9 this end so far.
Okay.
9 points, just low.
So Mayukubu a little bit low with that shot. And now the final shot of this match.
That's a 10. That's
right on the line.
Very good finish for Team Japan. 58 points out of a possible 60 for that end. Best USA can do for this end is tie, which would maintain their 7-point lead.
Great attitude by Mitsu Nagaoka as she finished up very, very strong. Miranda Leak's been strong all day long.
Final shot from Miranda Leak was a 9.
Tells her teammate to keep it strong. And Brandy Deloach has been that today. Picture of composure. How about that for the final shot?
It's an awesome. That's very good shooting for
shot.
Brandy Deloach.
Nice strong shot. You got a great
Only
shot.
2 9s for this whole
This is
match.
fun.
And Jenny Nichols with the closing arrow for Team USA.
World champions.
There you go,
There
world
we go.
champions.
World champions, Team USA.
And a loud roar goes up here at South Point Hotel and Casino. And once again, hugs and kisses all around as the ladies from the United States.
So it'll be interesting to ask them if they're more excited for the gold medal or the brownies and ice cream.
Brownies and ice cream and the gold medal. It all goes together right there.
I
Good
think they should be getting free brownies and ice cream because of the gold medal, but you know, that's just me.
So a strong, strong performance by the American team here in the women's recurve gold medal match. USA got off to a 1-arrow lead after the first end, bumped it up to a 5-arrow lead after the second end, increased that lead to 7 after 3 ends, and wind up winning by 5, 225 to 220. So an impressive performance by Brandy DeLoach, Jennifer Nichols, and Miranda Leak, who posed for a Kodak moment.
Congratulations to Team USA, gold medalists here in the recurve women's team event at the Indoor World Championships in Las Vegas 2012.
So a strong win by 5 points by Team USA. And a great performance by Brandy DeLoach. Really her first opportunity in this type of a situation, and she came through with flying colors.
And often see that with people new to the scene, that they have a mental plan, they have a focus on what they're supposed to do when they come out to the field to perform.